And good evening. We welcome you back again to Concordia, this time on a Lady Tiger Friday night semifinals of the 4A Division II Substate Championship. The defending 4A Division II state champs, the Lady Tigers, taking to court tonight at 18-2 against 5-15 Chapman. Here's how the starting lineups will work for this evening. Let's start with the Clay Center Lady Tigers. It will be Allie Wright-Frederick, the senior at 5'5", 9 points a game, almost 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists per ball game, and over 2 steals per game as well. Lauren Lane, almost 5 boards, 11 points a game for the 5'9" senior. Hannah Ferguson, 10.5 points, plus 6 rebounds a game, and a 6-foot junior for the Lady Tigers. Addie Mullen averaging over 8 points a game now, over 2 steals a contest, a 5'4" sophomore, and Sid Calloway, 5'8" and a junior, 9 points a game, 4.3 boards, 3.2 assists per game, and 3 steals per contest. We'll give you the Chapman starters and get you to tip off. We're going to have the national anthem coming up. We'll break for now. Back in just a moment.
Sometimes you need a new roof. Other times, you just need your existing roof repaired or temporarily fixed after an emergency. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has made its service division an even higher priority, investing in a service truck that's stocked with most basic roofing materials. So the Geisler service team can provide prompt, on-the-spot roof repairs. Should you ever need wind-blown shingles replaced, a leak sealed, or some other service work, call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From Veris soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor-fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
It's healthy, it's fresh, and it's now available at Ray's Apple Market. Stop by the Rock House Cafe and Bakery and build your own salad, then enjoy it at the sit-down section. Meet your friends for lunch somewhere new at the Rock House Cafe and Bakery.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Having prescription coverage problems? Call or stop by your local Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center, Abilene, or Salina for assistance. They accept Humana and all major Medicare Part D plans, including SilverScript, Blue Cross Blue Shield, AARP, and Aetna. Still have questions? Get your answers from a smiling staff member at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy, where they're putting the care back into health care.
Chapman Irish start like this. It will be Rebecca Thomas, a 5'5" senior, McKenna Kirkpatrick, 5'9", and a freshman, 5'6" junior, B. Loy, and Riley Davis, a 5'8" junior. Opening tip-off underway. It'll be Chapman to have the basketball to begin. Riley Davis, a 5'8" junior, is mentioned, and Ashlyn Bledsoe is a 5'9" freshman. In fact, they're going to re-jump this. They had kind of an off timing on the jumps, and now we're underway, and it's controlled instead for Clay Center. Lauren Lane jumping center, and Allie Wright-Frederick has it for the Lady Tigers as we are underway here in Concordia. The Lady Tigers, the semifinals here in the Substate Championships. Wright-Frederick at the point. Left on the wing it goes to Addie Mullen. Skip pass right, Calloway. Short corner, down on the block. Lauren Lane off balance with a bump, up and in, and the Lady Tigers out to a 2-0 start. Chapman's first possession was brought up the floor by the junior B. Loy. Loy right side stopped by Wright-Frederick. Now further on the wing it goes to Bledsoe. The freshman kicks it left and deep. Kirkpatrick, another freshman, back outside the Bledsoe. One of the talented freshmen in the NCKL, although she loses it out of bounds, trying to go behind her back against Sid Calloway. And the basketball out of bounds to Clay Center. They lead it 2-0 here early. 7:18 to work, opening quarter. Semifinals here. The second game will feature host Concordia, third ranked in the state. Clay Center, second ranked in the state, 4A Division II. Concordia taking on Smoky Valley. Wright-Frederick, corner left. To the post again, it goes to Lauren Lane. She'll turn square and drops her second one in, this time right in the mid-paint, over a defender, up and down. The Lady Tigers have the lead at 4-0. Here's a drive right side, baseline by Loy. Kick out, nearly taken away by Lane. Now it's picked out deep by Kirkpatrick. Corner left, drive by Bledsoe. Kick outside comes to Kirkpatrick. Now back to Bledsoe. She'll drive. Runner on the way. Offensive charge drawn inside by Sid Calloway, and the Lady Tigers had the basketball back with a 4-0 start. Bledsoe took it in on the left side, tried to pull up, but it had gone too deep, and Calloway was there to take the contact and draw the foul, the first on the freshman, placing her off to a great start. Of course, 2 losses to end the regular season, 18-2, though, the defending champs, coming in here with a purpose once again. Calloway right baseline jumper strong. Weak side rebound to Addie Mullen. Back out deep, right Frederick. Around right it goes to Calloway. Back left to Mullen. Addie holds outside. Now deep it comes to the point to right Frederick. Alley goes right to Sid. Back left it comes to Mullen. Addie puts the dribble down against a 2-3 zone defense. Right side wing is Calloway to the block. They go inside, and Hannah Ferguson is fouled on the entry. She had 2 defenders around her, and they end up with a foul down low against Chapman. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. Clay Center will have Wright Frederick inbound it left of the window. They lead 4-0, 6:06 to work. Calloway in the corner, out deep to Lane, around left Mullen. Addie, ball fake, starts to drive it. Now kicks it back out deep to Lane and hand it off to Wright Frederick to cue the offense. 5:55 remains here in the opening quarter. Ferguson has it. Out deep beyond the half moon. Lobs it right side. Calloway to the corner for Mullen. Addie, high post. Ferguson lobs it low, looking for Lane. Tip out. Right Frederick, though. Wide open 3 ball. Down. The sniper drills it. And the Lady Tigers out to a 7-0 start here against the Irish. They have hit 3 for 3 from the field. Actually, 3 for 4. 1 miss. That was an offensive rebound, though, to secure the possession. Here's a drive by Kirkpatrick, fouled by Lane. And Kirkpatrick will be at the line to shoot 2. So a couple of buckets inside by Lauren Lane. The 3-pointer from Wright Frederick, and the Lady Tigers out to a 7-0 start here on the road at Concordia against Chapman in the semifinal. Kirkpatrick to shoot 2 for Chapman. First free throw up and just off the mark right. It will be one more free throw for the freshman at 5'9", McKenna Kirkpatrick. 7-0. Clay Center leads it. Second free throw up. This one crawls in there, and Chapman on the board. 1 of 2 at the stripe for the 5'7" correction for the 5'9" freshman, Kirkpatrick. Clay Center back the other way. Now man-to-man by Chapman to strip down. Lauren Lane out deep right to Wright Frederick. Out top, Calloway wants the 3 ball. It's strong. Rebound inside. Ferguson tried to keep it alive. Does. Addie Mullen has it. Now back out deep. Wright Frederick, and Clay Center's got a new possession. Calloway to the post. Here's Ferguson up strong. Bucket good. Count it. Hoop and harm chance for Hannah Ferguson. And Clay Center leads it 9-1 and headed to the free throw line. Ferguson that time with a defender on her hip. Caught it pretty deep in the paint and just squared and took it strong. Dropped it over the front iron and then got the foul on top of it. And Clay Center out to a 9-1 lead. Lauren Lane will come out. The foul was called on Riley Davis too early against the 5'8" junior. Ferguson at the free throw line with a charity shot here to try to convert the 3-point play. Free throw up and perfect. And Clay Center could not have scripted a better way to come out and get this thing started. They lead it 10-1. There's still 5 minutes left in the opening period. Bledsoe, left wing and deep, picks up her dribble against Calloway. Inside Thomas. And it's taken away by Addie Mullen. She did double dribble with it as she tried to come out of the pack with the basketball. But Addie Mullen, I said this the other night, he just seems to be everywhere. Offensive end, defensive end, and had the steal there, but the control dribble to get the possession. Then she grabbed it, put the dribble back down. That's why the double dribble was called. But Clay Center still with great defense on the interior. Here's Kirkpatrick right wing to the high post. Sydney Marshall goes left on the wing to Thomas. Now back out deep it comes. Dribble drive by B. Lloyd. And now Bledsoe for 3. Airball strong. Rebound. Mullen kept it alive. They'll say Mullen touched it last. She and Thomas both battling for that loose ball. So Chapman's possession on the baseline. Great start for Clay Center. Hot from the field. Defense denying everything. 4:33 to work first quarter. Into the paint. Taken away by Wright Frederick. Alley down court. Addie Mullen, left side lay-in, yes, and Clay Center's out to a 12-1 lead. 4:25 remaining. Wright Frederick the steal, Mullen the bucket on the other end. Kirkpatrick pull up, no, rebound. Haley Franson just in, has it tied up, and the arrow belongs to Chapman on the baseline. So it's Franson, as mentioned, coming in for Lane a moment ago. Calloway, Wright Frederick, Mullen, Ferguson on the floor. Clay Center leads it here 12-1. From the baseline, It's brought into the corner right. Bledsoe, guarded jumper off the mark. Rebound, Mullen. Comes out of the pack with it. Now across the timeline. Gets it right wing to right Frederick. Alley, ball fakes to the post. Ferguson turns. Ball fake. Now has to save it back in to Callaway outside to right Frederick, and she's bumped on her way to the paint. It'll be the fourth team foul against Chapman. And Clay Center with a 12-1 lead here. Midway point of this opening period. Lauren Lane will come back on for Clay Center. Franson will come out. Clay Center has it on the baseline. They put 4 across the baseline from sideline to sideline as right Frederick will inbound. She'll lob it out deep to Lane. Now turns and drives toward the paint. Spins outside. Right Frederick hit her first three. This one's strong. Rebound inside. Ferguson back up and good. Hannah Ferguson with 5. Clay Center leads it 14-1. And if you want to come send a message early in a sub-state championship, Clay Center doing that right now. To the paint, Bledsoe. Pull-up jumper off glass. No. Rebound back up and good by Rebecca Thomas. First field goal for Chapman comes at 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Clay Center leads at 14-3. Callaway. High post, Lauren Lane. Bumped by Thomas. Foul called. And Clay Center will have the basketball again on the baseline. That's the 5th team foul now against Chapman in this opening quarter. 1 whistled against Clay Center. Haley Franson back up, and now we have a timeout on the floor. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball up 14-3 on Chapman. Timeout on the court. We're back after this.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
When it's time to purchase a vehicle, you owe it to yourself to check out Glavin Ford of Clay Center. If you want the best deal possible, that's what Glavin Ford of Clay Center will do for you. Starting with our engines and oil changes for life, that's huge, folks. And your trade-in is worth more to us here at Glavin Ford. So if you're upside down in your current vehicle, it's important that you shop Glavin Ford of Clay Center. Go to our website at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or come see us at downtown Clay Center. Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Clay Center has jumped out to a 14-3 lead. They have the basketball on their own baseline. Timeout was taken by Chapman. Lauren Lane, good look inside, blocked out of there by Kirkpatrick, but run down by Ferguson, then lobbed out to Mullen. Addy with it. Left wing, lobs it low. Here's Lane again. Scoop shot, almost falls. She will get to the stride as Clay Center able to find the possession down inside the paint in good position for Ferguson and Lane both in the paint. This time Lauren Lane draws the foul. 14-3 the lead for the Lady Tigers. Lane at the stripe. First free throw is strong. But the first thing the Lady Tigers really haven't done well in this opening quarter with 3:15 to work. They lead by 11. Second free throw from Lane on its way. Missed the first. Misses the second. Rebound off to Thomas of Chapman. Clay Center's lead is still 11, 14-3. Down court, Kirkpatrick. Outside deep to Bledsoe. Bledsoe left wing. Ball fake, Peyton Souther. She'll dribble around to the right wing against Lauren Lane. Clay Center near steal by Franson. Left baseline, Thomas, ball fake, drives, cut off by Mullen. No, held by Mullen, they save. That'll be the second team foul against the Lady Tigers here in the quarter. 2:54 remains first period. The Lady Tigers out to a 14-3 lead. It'll be Chapman's basketball on the baseline. The foul on Mullen, her first. Lauren Lane out, Sid Callaway in. 2:54 remains first quarter. Entry play for Chapman. Baseline left. Pull-up jumper is going to be strong for Marshall. Rebound off of Chapman out of bounds, and Clay Center gets it back here. 14-3. They lead it. 2:51 remaining opening quarter. They've beaten Chapman twice this year. The last time Chapman was shorthanded in Clay Center, and the Lady Tigers really ran away. They also had a running clock in Chapman early in the season. Man-to-man by the Irish. Here's Callaway to Franson. Looks down low, now dribbles right with it. Back out deep it comes to right Frederick. Left wing is Callaway. Near the free throw line to the post for Franson. Ball tipped and now taken away by the Irish. Tipped by Ferguson, but Chapman does keep possession as Rebecca Thomas will work it up the floor. Thomas in the backcourt. Pressured by Mullen. Now it's Souther still in the backcourt, and we have a 10-second violation. Just a two-person press. Wright Frederick and Mullen share a high five, knowing that they were the ones that caused the 10-second violation, and Clay Center gets it back with a 14-3 lead. Lauren Lane is back in. Callaway will come out. Mullen, Ferguson, Franson, Lane in, and Wright Frederick, who has it now in the backcourt, walks it across. Again, a man-to-man defense by Chapman. Lady Tigers got out to a very quick start. They haven't scored for the last couple of minutes, but still lead it by 11 here. Mullen to the post. Lane back to the bucket. Backdoor look. Mullen in a crowd. Gets through it. Back outside. Wright Frederick. 3-ball on its way. Just short. Rebound inside. Franson back up strong with the left. Can't get it down. And now a foul called on Haley going back up for the offensive board. And Franson brought that down so strong on the left side. Went back up with the left. It just had an unfriendly roll around the iron and then out of the rim. A minute 51 to work first quarter. Clay Center leads it here 14-3. Kirkpatrick will walk it up the floor for the Chapman Irish. Across the timeline, Lauren Lane on her. Man-to-man, of course, for Clay Center. Lob down low, taken away by Mullen. There she is again. Now it's Mullen. Length to the floor, left side. Lay in, no. Rebound, Franson again. She's fouled this time. And Haley Franson's headed to the free throw line. So Franson will get two charities. A minute 36 remaining here in the opening quarter, and Clay Center out to a 14-3 lead. They've allowed one field goal to Rebecca Thomas, one free throw, and that's been it for the Irish offense. Franson at the line, and Clay Center's now missed 3 straight free throws. Franson, the sophomore, will get one more coming. $1:36 to work first period. 14-3, Clay Center by 11. See if Haley Franson can add to that advantage. Second free throw up. This one is good. Franson knocks it in, her first point of the night. This allows Clay Center to substitute Sid Callaway, and something Coach Edwards talked about in pregame, the fact that they missed a lot of back ends of free throws. They missed 14 free throws against Concordia their last game out. But that second free throws, when they set up their pressure, they could hardly do that against Concordia. Chapman breaks it down pretty nicely. Marshall in the paint, no. Rebound, tipped around, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Chapman. Clay Center's basketball. Guess who kept it alive inside? Addie Mullen. She's like the Tasmanian devil. She just everywhere. Offense, defense, rebounding. That time able to get in the crowd inside and kind of keep it alive and eventually off of Chapman and out of bounds. Lauren Lane in the corner left. Now Wright Frederick. Alley. Right and deep. Callaway. Free throw line. Lauren Lane from behind. They tip it away. It goes to Ferguson, but as she's falling down trying to save it off to Sid Callaway, it goes out of bounds, and the Clay Center Lady Tigers do turn it over. They lead 15-3. A minute 4 to work first quarter. Chapman from the sideline. In the backcourt, there's Mullen again, pressuring now on Loy. She breaks it across. Now she picks up her dribble. Great pressure by Mullen. Now the strip away. Loy gets it back. Stripped away one more time. Now near the timeline, and it's Mullen again. Addie, length to the floor, stops. Good ball fake. Off glass, no. Rebound, Wright Frederick. Alley back up in a crowd, and then it's blocked, and they stay out of bounds off of Sid Callaway. Clay Center wanting a couple of fouls there for both Mullen and Wright Frederick, but it's a play on, and the possession goes again to Chapman with Clay Center leading by a dozen, 15-3. 40 to work, first quarter. Kirkpatrick just outside the free throw stripe. Short, rebound, Wright Frederick. Alley brings it down with 31 to work across the timeline. Now works it right and backs it out. Maybe to milk it down for a final shot. We'll see what the Lady Tigers decide to do here. 23 to work. They do run offense. Lauren Lane has it out deep. Now right it goes to Callaway. Sid looks low. Ferguson had a decent post. Didn't like the pass opportunity, so backs it out. And now Clay Center will work for a final shot with a 15-3 lead. Wright Frederick, right side. 6 seconds. Now 5. Stops. Gets rid of it. Lauren Lane for 3. Just off the mark. Rebound. Mullen kept it alive. Chapman clears it. Clay Center going to the second quarter will lead it by 12. 15-3 here in Concordia over the Chapman Irish. First quarter break is here. We're back after this.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
Lady Tigers lead it 15-3 as we head into the second quarter. It'll be Clay Center's basketball to begin the second period. Lady Tigers got 5 points from Hannah Ferguson. Lauren Lane with 4. That was all down inside the paint. And then Allie Wright-Frederick knocking down a 3 outside. And Clay Center with the lead here to start the second quarter. Lauren Lane kicks it out deep on the right side to Callaway. It's Callaway, Mullen, Wright-Frederick, Lane, Ferguson. Hannah has it, right elbow. Stops, looks low. Now gets it left wing to Mullen. Addie will back it out. Clay Center with the lead at 15-3. Now Ferguson has it. Again looks back door. Opposite block goes the Lane, and she shoot a very hard ball fake and picked up her pivot foot, turns it back over to Chapman. So the Irish will have their first possession of this second quarter. Clay Center leads at 15-3. Up the floor comes Bledsoe. She'll go behind the back against Callaway to the left side. The freshman now has used her dribble up in trouble. Gets it out deep to Riley Davis. She'll take a guarded jumper. A long one, no good. Wright-Frederick brings down the board. Alloy with the foul. And Wright-Frederick going to the other end with a chance at a 1-and-1. Allie with 3 points in the ball game. That foul on Loy is her second. Thomas also with 2. Wright-Frederick with a 1-and-1 chance. First free throw up and rims off. Rebound comes away to Bledsoe. It looked like it was going to fall in. It just wouldn't hang in there for Allie. So Clay Center back to the way, still leading by a dozen. Here's Kirkpatrick, drive to the paint, takes it up in a crowd. No, rebound, tipped by Bledsoe. Run down in the corner, Callaway pressuring. Bledsoe drives, gets to the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound poked out by Callaway, picked up by Wright-Frederick. Bodies down everywhere. Allie down court, left baseline, Mullen, ball fake, spins, now stops. Gets it out right wing to Callaway. Clay Center with the possession, 6:50 to work, first half. Clay Center leads at 15-3. Lauren Lane at the free throw line. Right wing, Callaway looks to the block, instead skips it left to Wright-Frederick. Allie will give it off now to Lane. Across right it goes. Callaway, she'll drive it, takes it up in a crowd. No, rebound toward the baseline, knocked it out of bounds off Chapman. 2 Irish, 1 Hannah Ferguson on the ground at the end of the play. No whistle except to say out of bounds to Clay Center. Allie Wright-Frederick will inbound from the baseline, right of the glass. Chapman goes, well, they're going to stay man-to-man off the inbounds. They lob it out deep, does Clay Center to Mullen. Nearly stripped away by Thomas. Rebecca Thomas playing with 2 fouls, but very aggressive defensively out on the perimeter. Here's Lane, free throw line, kick out, Wright-Frederick, great look at 3. This one just strong. Rebound tipped out by Ferguson, and Hannah Ferguson called for the foul. It'll be the 4th team foul against Clay Center. 6:15 to work here in this first half. Clay Center still holding on to that 15-3 lead. You know, they jumped out big. They lead by 12. 6:15 to go first half, and you think, well, that's pretty good. But really, they have gone on a scoring drought for the last few minutes. Souther into the paint. Kirkpatrick, ball fake, takes it up, Lane, great defense, and then the box out. Now she's fouled. That will be the 3rd on Thomas, and this will be a 1-and-1 chance on the other end. Correction, this may be a 10th foul against Chapman. Let's take a look here. 6:02 to work. Lauren Lane will be at the line. We know that much. It's the 9th team foul, the final 1-and-1 before they go to the double bonus. 6:02 still to work second quarter. Free throw from Lane up, and this one rims off. Hannah Ferguson, though, the rebound, the control dribble, the bucket. She's got 7. Placed her out to a 17-3 lead now. Loy into the front court. Frederick cuts her off. Backs her around, makes her spin it. Out left it goes to Kirkpatrick. She takes a guarded 15-footer, no good. Callaway, good box out. Ball loose. Souther knocks it out for Chapman, and Clay Center gets it back here, leading by 14. They have held Chapman to one field goal thus far through nearly 13 minutes of basketball. 11 minutes of basketball. 5:43 remains second quarter. Lauren Lane will inbound to Alley, and Wright Frederick walks it up the court here. 5:37 left to work, second quarter. Clay Center leads at 17-3. Lauren Lane with it out top. Right side wing, Callaway to the post. Here's Ferguson again inside. A lot of contact, no foul called. Then Hannah's able to tie it up, and the arrow goes to Chapman on the jump ball call. Hannah Ferguson was really banged when she went up with the shot. There was no whistle. Then she tied it up. Chapman crowd wanting a foul on the reach-in on Hannah Ferguson, and she did tie it up. Chapman has the basketball on the arrow. 5:22 remain. Through the timeline comes Loy all the way to the glass. Ferguson, great job to draw contact. No foul called. And Bree Loy makes a really tough runner in the paint and drops it in for two. 17-5, Clay Center by 12. And now we've got a stop of play. And we've got a technical on the Chapman Irish. And I'm surprised because they got a great bucket in transition, their second field goal by B. Loy. I really thought Hannah Ferguson had stood in and drawn the charge. Obviously, Chapman's coach thinking that should have been a maybe and one, but now Wright Frederick gets two free throws, and Clay Center will get the basketball, although Allie misses the first of the two free throws. So Clay Center struggling from the stripe here again in Concordia. One more free throw coming, and then Clay Center will have the basketball. Wright Frederick does drill the second charity. She's 1 of 3 at the line, has 4 points in the contest. It will be Clay Center's possession on the sideline after the technical foul on Chapman's head coach, Nick Evans. And I did not see what happened. He evidently said something because the play just stopped out of nowhere. The official came over and called the foul on the sideline. Lauren Lane with it to Callaway. Under 5 to work first half. Clay Center by 13 and with the basketball. Here's Callaway between the rings. Lane, right elbow. Ball fakes it low. Now starts into drive. Kicks it out to Wright Frederick. Alley ball fakes. She has Loy out on her. Off to Ferguson. Anna turns and squares. Looks in low. Now off to Mullen. Addie starts to attack with the dribble. Not there and backs it out. 4:36 to work. We're in the first half. Clay Center leads at 18-5. Mullen with it left wing. Now wants to back it out. They set the offense, but it's balanced out. Callaway, high post, Ferguson. Looks low. Right wing it goes to Wright Frederick. Alley inside the paint. Callaway steps in, leans through, and fakes it in off the glass. Through 2 defenders, the sidewalk surfer makes it 20-5. Clay Center's biggest lead of the first half. 4:10 to work, second quarter. Loy with the dribble against Wright Frederick. Kicks it out right wing and deep to Bledsoe. She'll turn the corner, drives and attacks, strip away by Ferguson. Picked up by Lane. Lauren's going to bring it herself. Stops. Across paint. Wright Frederick in trouble. Now gets it back out with the dribble, and they'll set offense. Clay Center leads by 15. Mullen out top. 3:45 to work first half. To the post. Ferguson stacks it in. She took a little bounce before she put the dribble down. And so Clay Center does turn it over. Ferguson, though, with 7 first half points here. Stop of play as Hannah Ferguson was allowed to tie her shoe back on the defensive end. 3:42 left second quarter. Clay Center leads it here 20-5. Bledsoe to Loy, and then right back to Bledsoe as Chapman brings it up the floor. Freshman for the Irish. Brings it across to the baseline right. Checked now by Wright Frederick. Now by Ferguson. Now out deep. It comes to Kirkpatrick. She'll pull up at the free throw line. Guarded jumper, no. Rebound off to Hannah Ferguson. She averages on the year more than 6 boards a game. 3:20 left second quarter. Clay Center defending 4A Division II state champs with a 15-point lead in the basketball. Here's Ferguson. Out deep to Wright Frederick. Now left to Mullen. High post, Lane. Ball tipped away, batted free, and then Hannah Ferguson ends up with a bump inside the paint. It'll be her second foul. The foul on Ferguson, the 5th against the team, the 2nd against Hannah. Franson in. Ferguson with that second foul will come out. Coming up at halftime, we're going to talk state powerlifting. The Clay Center Tigers host that powerlifting event on Saturday. Tomorrow morning they start at 9. And we had a chance to talk with 3 of the Tiger powerlifters. We'll have that conversation coming up at halftime. You can also see it on our locker room show on the KCLY YouTube channel. Chapman trying to feed the post, throws it too high, and it's out of bounds back to Clay Center. So Chapman's got a very talented young team. Kirkpatrick, Bledsoe, 2 freshmen out there right now, but there's more than just those two that are a big part of this team, and they're going to be dangerous. Frustrated right now, I know, but very, very talented young team for Nick Evans. 20-5, 2:40 to work first half. Wright Frederick has it, baseline right with the dribble, a little hesitation move. Goes back out deep to Franson. Now Haley across left to Addie Mullen. Addie beyond the arc, goes back out to Franson around right to Alley, to the post. Here's Callaway. Takes it up off glass and good inside the paint. Sid's got her second bucket, and it's a 17-point Lady Tiger lead. Drive all the way to the glass. Offensive charge. That's on B. Loy. Sid, Callaway, the bucket on one end, and the draw of the charge on the other, and Clay Center gets possession back. They lead it by 17 as Bree Wilson gets set to come on for the Lady Tigers. She'll come in. Callaway out. Sid with the 2 straight buckets for Clay Center. And the Lady Tigers jump that lead out to 17. 2:15 to work second quarter. Wright Frederick walks it up the floor. Man-to-man by Chapman in a half-court defense. 2:08 left in the first half. Here's Lane. Lauren off to Franson. Haley back left and deep to Wright Frederick. Now back to Haley. Again, man-to-man. They go high post outside the arc to Lauren Lane. Couple of ball fakes and hands it back outside deep to Mullen, who backs it out near the timeline. A minute 48 left in the half. Here's Wilson with it. Bree beyond the arc, steps in toward the lane. Now all the way to the paint. Takes it up in a crowd. No. Rebound comes off the Souther of Chapman. Just lost the handle, it looked like, when she got in position to take it up, and it ended up turning it over with the shot. Kind of a wild one inside. Here's Franson with a steal for Clay Center. Long down-court pass. Mullen, great catch in transition. Double team, though. Ball stripped away, now taken away by Sydney Marshall. Minute 20 left. Chapman back the other direction. They travel on Souther in the half-court work, or the full court, I should say, move at half courts, and Clay Center gets it back on the turnover. Souther, another one of those talented freshmen we've talked about. Clay Center gets it back, leading by 17. Erin Hamill in for the Lady Tigers for the first time. She joins Wilson, Wright Frederick, Mullen, and Lauren Lane on the court. Wright Frederick in the backcourt with a dribble against a man-to-man from Lindsey Anderson. Alley across the timeline. Now stops in the front court off to Bree Wilson. Minute 8 to work. Wilson to Mullen. Nearing halftime here in Concordia. Clay Center leads it by 17. Lauren Lane out deep to Wright Frederick. Good look at 3. Didn't want it. Under a minute to work here in this first half. Wilson now has it at the high post, right side. Back left it comes to Mullen. She'll back it out between the rings. Now out near the timeline. 46 seconds left, first half. The Lady Tigers with a 17-point lead. They can sit on here, run offense. If something opens up, they'll take it. Wright Frederick just inside the arc. Had it batted away for a moment. Gets it back. Now kick out to Hamill. Aaron in the corner to Wright Frederick. 30 seconds now left. Out deep it comes to Mullen. Addie will hold. Puts the dribble down. Mullen off the lane. Taken away by Bledsoe. The run out. Stop. Shoots it off glass and good. The freshman's first bucket. Clay Center's lead is 15. 14 to work now. Wright Frederick races up the right sideline. 10 seconds left. Alley hesitation move to the baseline. Bumped out of bounds. She'll shoot 2. So Wright Frederick presses the issue on the right side. A little hesitation move. Got a defender to relax. She blew by the first one and then knocked out of bounds by the second one. She'll have 2 charities at the stripe for Clay Center with 6.5 to work. She has 4 points in the first half thus far. First free throw up, and this one rims off. Perplexed look at the rim by Alley as it looked like it was going down, and it rimmed back out. Clay Center by 15 with 6.5 seconds to go first half. Free throw this time for Wright Frederick. It's up and in. She has 5. Franson back on. Hamill comes out. Chapman, length of the floor to go. Clay Center leads it by 16, 23-7. Bledsoe will inbound. In the backcourt, Souther. She's used her dribble up. Long down-court pass, Bledsoe. Half-court stripe with 2, with 1. The runner near the free throw line rims off. We're headed to halftime. Clay Center up by 16, 23-7. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Lady Tigers out big here, 23-7 at the break. They've allowed just 3 field goals, 1 free throw for Chapman. Meanwhile, the Lady Tigers have 7 from Hannah Ferguson, 5 from Allie Wright Frederick, 4 for Lauren Lane, 4 from Sid Calloway, 2 for Addie Mullen, a free throw from Haley Franson. 23-7, Lady Tigers lead at half. As mentioned, we're going to talk Tiger powerlifting when we come back on your halftime show next.
From tire sales, repairs, and oil changes to batteries, computer diagnostics, and more, TSI Kansas is your full-service diesel repair facility. We offer a 3-bay shop that's large enough to hold your truck and trailer while it's being serviced. Our skilled mechanics will ensure your repairs are done right the first time, keeping costs down and your downtime to a minimum. We also offer DOT inspections whenever you need them. Call TSI Kansas of Clay Center at 785-632-5183.
Back on halftime, and we get a chance to talk Tiger powerlifting at halftime tonight. We are going to get you back to an interview we had earlier in the week with the Tiger powerlifters. It was on yesterday morning, in fact. We had the interview, and you can find and see the entire video interview on our KCLY YouTube channel, including our conversation with Coach Todd Rice. But right now, we're going to talk to Tiger powerlifters.
And we're joined by Garrett Craig, Riley Griggs, and Kaylee Hartner. They will be competing this weekend in the state championships of powerlifting hosted in the Tiger's Den. And Garrett, I'll start with you since you're just here to my left, and we'll go down the road. Talk about getting into this. I'm sure through sports, football, and whatnot, it's been a part of what you've done. But what about the powerlifting competition? How did you kind of get started in that?
I decided my freshman year not to do basketball or any other winter sport. And so powerlifting was the alternative to keep me in shape for the spring sports. So learned pretty quick that it wasn't just something to do after school to pass time. There's a lot of people who take it seriously and compete really, really hard.
As you've gotten into it and just to stay in shape, realize the competitions, have you also found yourself more motivated to show up and be a part of those meets?
Yeah, it's pretty fun to hear your name called and get your medal for winning something or placing overall and the amount of weight lifted. So yeah, it's definitely more of a competition now to me than it was, say, my freshman year.
Yeah, I can imagine. Riley, how about you? I know you're getting ready to wrap up this high school career. What was your avenue into powerlifting?
Well, different than Garrett, I did do basketball. And I always enjoyed lifting as well, so I thought a lot of my friends were doing it, so I'd do it too, and it ended up being one of the funnest things I do in high school, so yeah.
Has it helped you in your other sports as well? I mean, football, obviously, that's a part of what you guys do, but in track and field too?
Yeah, I think it helps in all of sports. I mean, it just makes you stronger, more athletic.
Very good. Kaylee, let's talk about your, I guess, introduction into powerlifting. How did you get started? What was the interest for you?
Well, I started lifting in 8th grade in the morning practices, and I didn't really want to do volleyball or wrestling or basketball, so I joined powerlifting instead.
Have you gotten this kind of the same way with these guys? You had a better maybe feel for it before they did, starting as an 8th grader, but is it something you've really gotten into now?
Yeah, I like to go to every meet, and I feel like this is basically an introduction into track, and it helps me make gains.
Yeah, good call. I'm going to start back with you, Kaylee, and talk about some of the goals maybe that you guys had coming into the season, and then couple that with the goals you have going into the state championship weekend.
I really wanted to make some more school records on the board, and for the state meet, I hope, probably not this year, but next year, to break a state record.
Very good. I love those types of goals. Keep going after it. Okay, Riley?
Well, I've never been the strongest guy, but I guess my goals are just place at all the meets, top 6, get a couple medals, and I guess my goal at state would to be probably get 2nd place, because I know there's one kid he's up there, so.
Riley's realistic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I try to be.
Garrett?
My goals, like Kaylee said, I wanted to break some school records. So this year I already have. I broke the 198 class squat record with 430 pounds. And going in state competition, I hope to place first or second. Second's a little more realistic, but it's possible. So
you're going to aim high, right? Yeah. And that's the way I look at it too. Okay, real quickly before we go into our Tiger Talk, I want to ask about your favorite part of the competition, whether it be the whole day, the overall competition, or if there's a particular lift that you prefer. I'm guessing the squat might be where you go with this one.
Yeah, I'm not a big upper body strength guy, but because of my short little legs, I like to squat. So yeah, about majority of my workouts in class really push squat pretty hard. So, and it's shown that I hope to be an individual state champion in the squat. So
very cool. Riley?
I'm pretty much the opposite of Garrett. Never been good at squat, and I'm usually top in the clean and bench. So yeah, I hope to be second or third would be good.
Very good. Kaylee?
I like the bench the most because, that's what I'm best at, and I'm not very good at clean, and I'm average at squat. So
now in the bench, you talked about wanting to set school records, wanting to set it maybe not this year but next year a state record. Where are you at on that level in your mind?
I feel like I'm pretty close. I'm about 15 pounds off, so it's not too far.
Good. Okay, Tiger Talk coming your way. Kaylee, we'll start with you, and then we'll go down the board again. The Oscars just wrapped up on Sunday. I'm asking the same questions we've asked all week long, okay? I don't know. Anybody watch the Oscars? Yeah, nobody has all week long. I haven't either. But my question was, who do you think of any of the Tiger powerlifters would maybe eventually become a movie star?
Maybe Parker. He's pretty serious, and I feel like he could be an action star.
You can see that. He might leave the hair if he goes into the movies, right? Riley?
I have to say Parker, too, just because, everyone always goes with his hair. He could be one of those guys in the surfer movies and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or Craig. He's in Tiger Corral and does that acting stuff, so, yeah.
Well, we did the Tiger Corral group this week as well, and your name was brought up more than once as maybe the potential movie star. What about amongst the Tiger powerlifters?
I'm going to have to say Johnny Kramer. He's just a lot more animated than any other guys that are going out. So my vote's for John.
Very good. We'll start back with you. Favorite movie, any genre?
What movie did I? Oh, the Magnificent Seven, that new Western that came out with Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt. I really liked that movie. That was good.
Have you seen the original?
No, I have not. I should probably. But
it's a must. I haven't seen the new one. I really want to, so I'm glad to hear good reviews on that. Riley, favorite movie?
I've seen that as well, and it's very good. But probably American Sniper. Have you ever seen that about Chris Kyle? Yeah.
That's great story.
I'm a lot different. My favorite movie is Hairspray the musical.
Fair enough. All right, name one superstition or habit that you have to do before every meet or before a lift, whichever that may be.
I have to wear my same tennis shoes. If I don't wear those tennis shoes, I get really angry, and I don't like to do anything else.
Keep them in safe hiding, okay, so you have them. Riley?
I honestly can't think of one. I try to stay pretty level-headed, pretty calm when I'm doing things. I don't really get hyped up very easily, but I can't think of any superstitions that I have. I've done different things every year. It's just kind of whatever feels right.
Very good. Garrett?
I eat almonds before every lift, and then when I squat, I get going really big, and then I jump underneath the bar, and so that's just kind of how I do my lift.
I like it. Great stuff. They compete this weekend in Clay Center.
Again, they get started at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and that was an interview from earlier in the week, yesterday morning. Great to catch up with the Tiger Powerlifters. State championships tomorrow in Clay Center. Back with your second half. Lady Tiger basketball next.
23-7, getting set to head into the second half. We appreciate the time that we had a chance to spend this week, and you can check out that whole interview along with Coach Todd Rice with the Tiger Powerlifters on our KCLY YouTube channel. You can also check in tomorrow, 9 a.m. They get started lifting in Clay Center. That's state championships in Class 4A. Here are the Lady Tigers. Lead at 23-7. They'll open up with the basketball. Allie Wright Frederick, Addie Mullen, Sid Calloway, Lauren Lane, Hannah Ferguson on the floor. Wright Frederick with the dribble out top, goes right on the wing to Calloway. Skips it left and deep, Mullen. Addie starts it towards the left. Now back out deep to Allie and around right Calloway. High post is Lauren Lane. And a double team, and it's taken away by B. Loy. Back to the way comes Kirkpatrick. And then traveling violation. It'll be out of bounds to Clay Center. Wright Frederick tried to draw the charge. Kirkpatrick and Wright Frederick kind of collided. Both didn't really have great position, and so they just let it play on and out of bounds to Clay Center. 23-7, Lady Tigers by 16 with the possession. Just starting the second half. Here's Wright Frederick out deep, pressured by Loy Ferguson. Good dribble drive, swatted by Kirkpatrick. Good block down low by the Chapman Irish freshman. And it's the Irish back to the way. Rebecca Thomas in the front court. Now hands it outside right to Loy. She'll spin, go to the baseline, cut off. Now to the top it comes to Riley Davis. Long three on the way, left side, no good. Addie Bullitt keeps it alive, and Hannah Ferguson able to get to it, and out of bounds to Chapman. A minute into the second half. From the baseline, it will be Loy to inbound it. Now it goes in low, ball knocked out of bounds off of Wright Frederick. So again, Chapman will inbound from left of the glass. Chapman trying to get their offense set up for the inbounds play. Now they are set to work. It will be right in the corner. Here's Bledsoe. She stepped out of bounds on her drive inside. 23-7. Wright Frederick walks it toward the midcourt stripe. 6:50 to work. Both teams scoreless in the first minute. Here's Wright Frederick. Allie drives it. Kick across paint. Hannah Ferguson up off glass, though. Lauren Lane battles. Rebound comes away to Chapman, and now a reach-in foul called against the Lady Tigers inside. It will be Chapman's basketball with the length of the floor to go. Clay Center had a great look in low and could not get the shot to go down, and then battling for the loose ball inside. Ended up with the foul call, and it goes against Hannah Ferguson, her third. Chapman back to the direction. Again, both teams scoreless through 90 seconds of the third quarter. Davis with it to the corner right. Lloyd for three. It's strong. Weak side rebound. Great box out by Mullen. Just didn't secure the board on the weak side as it came off of her. Kind of had it in her hands, dropped it, slipped out of her hands off her knee and out of bounds. But great box out on the weak side. Chapman will inbound. Lloyd, 5-count nearing. Now lobs it out deep. This is going to go into the backcourt. It'll be tracked down by Thomas. Free basketball as it was from the baseline. Here's Kirkpatrick. She'll dribble drive, cut off by Mullen. Kick across to the left side. Bledsoe for two, and it's good. Ashlyn Bledsoe has four. Lady Tiger lead is 14, 23-9. Wright Frederick walks it up the court. Allie has used her dribble out deep to Mullen. Addie gets rid of it to Lauren Lane. Lauren back right to Calloway. Now Sid puts the dribble down. Free throw line stops. Kick out left and deep for Mullen. Addie back outside to Calloway. Sid gives it off to Ferguson. Hannah turns and looks back door to Lauren Lane, and she's going to be fouled by Loy. That may be her third or fourth. Let's see what the call is. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. That is the fourth. I thought it was on the 5'6" junior, so she'll have to come out. Rebecca Thomas with 3 fouls as well for Chapman. Hannah Ferguson has 3 for the Lady Tigers. Wright Frederick to inbound it. Lobs it in to Ferguson. Hannah stops. Now to Calloway, and she's fouled. Bumped by Bledsoe. And the Lady Tigers will again have possession, this time, I think, on the baseline again, it looks like. Leading by 14, the foul on the freshman Ashlyn Bledsoe is her second. Wright Frederick will inbound. Now, great look inside. Lauren Lane for two. Lauren has 6. Now a timeout taken by Coach Jeff Edwards here in Concordia. The Lady Tigers lead it by 16. 5:36 to work. Third quarter when we come back.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Is your growing business outgrowing its internet? No matter what type of business you run, you need internet speeds that work as hard as you do. Twin Valley Pulse offers 100 megabits per second and gig internet plans to keep your business growing. Twin Valley local support and expertise are other benefits to guide your technology planning. Don't let your business fall behind your competitors with slow internet. Call Twin Valley at 800-515-3311 to get down to business. Service availability and internet speeds will depend on location. Call for complete details.
25-9, Chapman with the basketball. Clay Center got the bucket from Lauren Lane off the inbounds pass. Now the 5-second violation. Full court pressure put on by the Lady Tigers, leading by 16. And Chapman struggling to find anybody open against the man-to-man, and Clay Center has it back. Callaway will inbound from the baseline, right of the glass. Fakes right, looks left, now goes in the corner right to Mullen. Near the sideline, pressured by Rebecca Thomas. Mullen backs it out, now looks left and deep for Callaway. High post, Ferguson. Back right it comes to Wright Frederick. To the lane it comes to Lauren. She tried to wrap around pass it to Hannah Ferguson, and it's knocked out of bounds and off of Clay Center. 25-9, Lady Tigers lead by 16. 5:21 remains third quarter. Inbounds pass in the backcourt. Bledsoe has it, brings it up the floor, guarded by Callaway. Now to the baseline left, stops, has used her dribble up. Kicks it back out top, near steal by Mullen. Thomas has it for the Irish. 5:09 to work third quarter. Clay Center leads 25-9. Left side wing and deep is Rachel Dewar. Cut off by Wright Frederick. Now tipped by Wright Frederick and out of bounds. It stays with Chapman. 4:58 to work. Haley Franson in for the Lady Tigers, and Hannah Ferguson will come off. And now also back in is Peyton Souther for the Irish, as Dewar will come out. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third. Clay Center with a 16-point lead. Chapman with the basketball. Bledsoe to the paint. Davis goes strong and counts it inside. Her first points of the night for the 5'8 junior. And Clay Center's lead is at 14, 25-11. Wright Frederick in the front court against the man-to-man. Lauren Lane has it out deep, well beyond the arc. Couple of ball fakes. Now to Franson. Haley puts the dribble down. 4.5 to work. We're in the third. Clay Center by 14. Lauren Lane has it out deep against Kirkpatrick. Now Mullen, dribble drive, stops. In the corner is Franson. Haley gets a screen from Callaway. Haley all the way to the glass, up in the lane, no. Rebound, Callaway almost got it to fall. She will get to the stripe to shoot two. Lady Tigers leading by 14. Boy, Haley Franson made a great dribble drive. Didn't get the finish, but there was Sid Callaway, the sidewalk surfer, to bring it down, and she'll be at the stripe here to shoot two. Free throw up, and Sid knocks it in. She's got 5. Clay Center leads it 26-11. Second free throw attempt coming up. And this one's down as well. So Callaway 2 for 2 at the stripe, 6 points in the game. Clay Center leads it here 27-11. Full court pressure again for Clay Center. Down court pass at the midcourt line comes to Bledsoe. She'll drive. Great cutoff by Mullen. Now Thomas has it on the right wing and back out deep for Souther. Freshman puts the dribble down to the corner. Cut off by Mullen. Tip pass Callaway against Bledsoe. Crosses over. Right side. Takes it up in the crowd. Still can't get the roll, but will be headed back to the free throw line. Great crossover to get Bledsoe out of position so she couldn't try to draw the charge, and then Callaway went strong. Almost got the bucket to go. Does draw the third foul against Ashlyn Bledsoe, the talented freshman for Chapman. So Callaway made 2 straight free throws a moment ago, back at the stripe. This one's just off the mark, and she'll have one more coming. 3:58 remains third quarter. Clay Center up by 16. Second charity from Callaway, also strong. Rebound to Bledsoe, and Chapman has it back. So Lady Tigers miss an opportunity there. Bledsoe in the front court with the dribble against Callaway. Works it right. Now through a crowd and a hold against Clay Center on the floor. 27-11. Clay Center by 16 here. It will be Souther to inbound it. Stack put up on the ball side by the Irish. Souther lobs it out deep. It comes to Kirkpatrick. She'll dribble penetrate, and they have a foul called again against Clay Center on a bump toward the lane. This on Lauren Lane. 4 team fouls each now in the third quarter with 3:44 remaining. The second foul on Lauren. Souther again inbounds it. This time Thomas in the corner right. 2-pointer up and down. Rebecca Thomas knocks it in. And Thomas has 4 points now in the game. And it will be 27-13. Clay Center leads it by 14 points. Wright Frederick between the circles up top. Works it right with the dribble against Souther. Now goes high post, free throw line, Lauren Lane. Ball fake drive, tripped to the ground. Foul against the Irish. And it will be their 15th foul. Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. 3:22 left, third quarter. Clay Center will inbound it with 4 around the lane. Wright Frederick looks in toward the paint. To the corner it goes to Franson. Haley backs it out with a dribble deep on the left wing. Now at the top of the point it comes to Lauren Lane. She'll hand it off to Wright Frederick. Alley dribble penetrates. That Euro step with the left hand draws the foul and is able to get to the line to shoot 2. Got into the middle of the paint and took that hard right step and which reached way across the lane with that left stride and took it up with the left hand off balance, but knew she had the bump and had the strike. And nails the first free throw. She now has 6. The 5'5 senior puts the Lady Tigers up by 15 again. 17, the biggest lead Clay Center's had in the game. And they lead it by 15 right now with Wright Frederick at the stripe. And she parries both. 7 points now for Wright Frederick. The Lady Tiger lead is 16, 29-13. Souther across the timeline with the dribble. Callaway out on her. Spins it right toward the wing right, way across lane. Mullen with the tip away, and they say the bump on it as well. Loose ball situation. Mullen really got to it in a hurry. But it was a foul against the Lady Tigers sophomore. Gives the basketball to Chapman on the baseline. 29-13 with 2:58 to work here in the third. Souther again to inbound it. Right, or left wing, I should say. Jumper from Sydney Marshall, no good. Rebound, Mullen bumped to the floor. She came down with the board, and Rebecca Thomas is going to pick up her point. So now you have Beloy, Rebecca Thomas, and Riley Davis all with 4 fouls each for the Irish, and this is the 17th foul. And so Clay Center marches to the other end with a chance to go into the bonus with 2:53 to go in the third. 29-13. Mullen at the stripe. She'll have a 1-and-1 chance here with Clay Center on top by the 29-13 margin. Free throw up and free throw good, but they say Mullen touched the line on her follow-through with her left foot, so a violation against Mullen waves off the free throw. 2:50 left here in the third. It'll be Chapman's basketball. Clay Center still leads at 29-13. Lady Tigers held to 6 points thus far in this quarter. Here's Souther, right sideline, double team. Off to Marshall. Left baseline, it comes now to Anderson. She goes around right, Mullen the steal. 2-on-1 the other direction. Addie across paint, right Frederick. The lay-in is good. Alley's out to 9 points. The steal by the Tasmanian Devil. I like that. She's everywhere. 31-13. Clay Center has their biggest lead at 18 points now. 31-13 with 2:19 to work. Right Frederick has 9. Shot block, Ferguson. Marshall gets the deflection. It is Bledsoe, wide open, looks for 3, and she drills it. And now we've got a timeout taken by Chapman. Bledsoe with 7 points in the game. Clay Center lead by 15. 2:10 to work, third quarter. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball on 100.9.
Save big on Midas Agricultural Drive Tires from the Farmers Cooperative. Get an instant $100 rebate on all Midas Agricultural radial drive tires now through March 31st. Midas tires are known for their quality, dependability, and traction in the tough conditions of your field. And now, save an instant $100 on the tires designed for high horsepower and load carrying capacity. For complete details, see your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today.
Farmers Cooperative.
A missed dose of medication due to not refilling a prescription can have serious side effects on your health. Eliminate the need to call in multiple prescription refills with the MedSync program available through Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. Your pharmacist will coordinate the prescription refills so you can pick them up on a single day each month that's convenient for you, and you'll never run out of your medication again. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina, putting the care back into healthcare.
31-16, 2:08 to work, third quarter. Lady Tigers lead it by 15. Big three-pointer from Ashlyn Bledsoe the last time down for Chapman. Callaway tries to go baseline, stops and kicks it out deep to Wright Frederick. Allie leading the way for Lady Tigers with 9. Here's Erin Hamill, right wing with it off the timeout, and she is forced into a turnover, pressured by Kirkpatrick. Basketball goes back to Chapman. The Lady Tigers lead it here by 15. (31-16). Pressure by the Lady Tigers. Addie Mullen again. Sid Callaway now pressuring. Bledsoe, strip away by Hamill. Great hustle play on the sideline. Diving into the scorer's table. Out of bounds, and it will stay with Chapman. But Erin Hamill almost with the steal. Then the dive out of bounds. And then down the hallway toward the locker room to retrieve the basketball. Erin Hamill doing it all here in this third. Pass, inbound, and out of bounds. That's going to go to Clay Center. Kirkpatrick looking to the sideline as if I threw it right where we were going with Anderson, who wasn't looking. Neither was Wright Frederick defending, and it goes out of bounds on the opposite side of the floor, sideline to sideline. And Clay Center will have it back with a 15-point edge. 1:37 to work, third quarter. Wright Frederick to inbound, needing to go somewhere. Now does to Hannah Ferguson out deep. Back out to Allie with 1:33 left here in the third. At the post, right side is Ferguson to Callaway. At the point, backs it out with a dribble. Sets offense. Lauren Lane has it. Left side, beyond arc. Now to Wright Frederick. Ferguson trying to post it low against Marshall. Not there. Now that great look. Wright Frederick to Ferguson. They throw over the top. And Hannah's got 9. The Lady Tiger lead is back to 17. 1:05 to work. Third quarter, Clay Center leads 33-16. And now a near steal by Mullen. It is knocked to the backcourt. Mullen goes sliding on her knees to the half-court stripe and ends up with a turnover anyway as Chapman throws it away. Disrupted by Mullen on the defensive end, and Clay Center has it back with 55 to work third quarter and a lead of 17. Wright Frederick walks it up toward the timeline. 48 to work. Play in motion. They want to run a weave, and Anderson just steps in between Mullen and Wright Frederick and ties it up, and Chapman gets the basketball back on the arrow. So the Irish possession, 33-16. Clay Center leads it. Do have a couple of scores I'll pass along. Oh, Callaway the steal. Down court. Wright Frederick, the lay-in, rolls home. Wright Frederick, the sniper, with 11 now, and Clay Center's out to a 19-point advantage. Kirkpatrick to the front court. Callaway the steal and the vision down court to get that to Wright Frederick in position. Now the ball loose on the sideline, and a foul called out of nowhere. Souther was on the ground, Mullen on the ground, both fighting for loose ball. Let's do the call this again. And they get Sid Callaway, who kind of came in late to the party, and kind of wrong place, wrong time, I guess, whistled for her first foul. Now at the baseline, Kirkpatrick for 2, just rimmed off. Pretty good look. Ferguson brings it herself, fires down court, looking for Mullen, taken away by Bledsoe. 10 seconds left. Bledsoe all the way to the paint and charges right into Wright Frederick. Bledsoe just took it a little too deep that time. Allie was there to draw the charge. Clay Center gets it back with 7.3 seconds remaining here in the third and a 19-point lead. It'll be the fourth now on Bledsoe. So 4 on Thomas, Bledsoe, Loy, and Davis for Chapman. 35-16. Clay Center will have it. Wright Frederick lets it roll to the half-court stripe before picking it up. So 7 seconds left in the front court now with 5. Wright Frederick dribble drives to the paint, kick out. Mullen for 3 at the buzzer. Counts as it goes. And the Tasmanian Devil has knocked it in from the left wing. And the Lady Tigers go up 22, head into the fourth. 38-16. Lady Tigers lead here in Concordia when we come back.
Think for a moment about all the high school youth who not only excel in academics, but also are successful athletes. It's not a coincidence. These student athletes possess the attributes of self-motivation, determination, and willingness to work hard. They shine on the court and in the classroom, and Clay County National Bank is proud to support them. I'm Emma Gurton, and on behalf of the entire staff, we wish the Tigers every success this season. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
On March 1, 1947, Wilson McMahon began a new accounting business in Clay Center called Mail Me Monday, and a year later formed a partnership with Henry Copeland that became Central Office Service and Supply. Countless changes in products and services have been needed over these 70 years, and Central Office Service and Supply has recently added a wide variety of janitorial and break room supplies and equipment. Come and see our new displays and take advantage of the 70% discount on all remaining cards.
Well, Lady Tigers have been trying to stretch this lead and give Chapman so much credit for battling here, but finally they stretch it to 20-plus, 38-16 on an Addie Mullen buzzer beater to close down the third quarter. The kick out from Wright Frederick really set that up. She got it down the court, into the paint. The kick out, time for Mullen to set and shoot it, and Clay Center leads by 22, and they open with the basketball in this fourth quarter. Haley Franson in for the Lady Tigers, off to Lauren Lane. Out deep beyond the half moon. Lauren holds and hands it off now to Mullen. Clay Center trying to get to that Substate championship game tomorrow night and eventually trying to make it back to Emporia to defend their 4A Division II state title. Here's Callaway, 7.5 to work, fourth. Mullen now has it. Lob down low, Lane in the paint with the left hand. Lauren Lane has 8. The great feed from Mullen that time over the top and into the paint. And Clay Center's out to a 40-16 lead. Pressure defense, Callaway all over Bledsoe. And she could not get rid of it. Timeout taken by Coach Nick Evans for the Irish. 7:06 to work in the fourth. Clay Center leads by 24. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on KCLY.
Ray's Apple Market is always looking for products that provide excellent quality and value to their customers. Their goal is to offer you and your family products at everyday low prices. That's why they stock the shelves with best choice and always save grocery items that will meet and exceed your family's standards.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Lady Tigers have stretched this lead out to 24 points now, 40-16. Chapman with a timeout. They keep the basketball. Here's Kirkpatrick, make on the three. Lauren Lane defending down the corner. Loy for three. It's strong. Weak side rebound. Rebecca Thomas back up and good. The senior has 6. And an offensive stick back by the 5'5 senior for Chapman. A couple of scores I want to pass along. It is Wamego 34-33, 4:20 left in the third against Ottawa. That's over in Abilene. Right, Frederick out top, bump to the ground, no foul called. It goes to the backcourt. Now he plays on through it. Loy playing with 4 fouls, really aggressive. Got away with one there. Here's Lauren Lane out top. She starts to dribble drive. Now stops at the free throw line, dumps it back out deep to Mullen. Also, Wakefield trailing Pike Valley. That is in a boys matchup tonight. Don't forget we have Hanover, Clifton Clyde boys coming up next. Bill Casper over at Clifton Clyde with that matchup for you. Here's Callaway out top. Sid, right side to Wright Frederick. Now across right it comes to Mullen. Addie looking toward the paint, wants to get it to Lane. Lauren in the lane with the left hand again. Can't get it this time. Rebound tips loose. Jump ball call. Arrow goes to Chapman. Wakefield against Pike Valley. It's a boys matchup in 1A, trailing 30-25. That's a halftime score. Wakefield down by 5. Again, Hanover Wildcat basket. That's in Clifton Clyde, where that game is being played for the Wakefield Bombers. And then we have Hanover Clifton Clyde coming up following this game over at Clifton Clyde in the 1A Division I Substate. Hanover trying to get back to Hayes. Clifton Clyde at home will try to stand in their way. 5:45 to work. Kirkpatrick, right elbow, pulls the jumper and drills it. The freshman knocks it down. She has 3 points now in the ball game, and again a timeout on the floor taken by the Irish. Clay Center leads it 40-20. 5:38 remains, fourth quarter when we come back.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
40-20, the Chapman Irish sitting a couple of back-to-back buckets because the 24-point lead down to 20 right now with 5:38 remaining in this ball game. Clay Center will have the basketball. Lauren Lane, Allie Wright Frederick, Erin Hamill, Haley Franson, Hannah Ferguson on the floor as Wright Frederick works it up the court. Allie across the timeline. Loy still pressuring really hard with those 4 fouls. Wright Frederick, high post, Lane inside. Ferguson up and good. Hannah Ferguson has 11. Design play out of the timeout. Wright Frederick, high post to Lauren Lane. Then the kick across paint, and Ferguson up off the glass and down. Now we've got a reach-in foul against Wright Frederick defending on-ball pressure. 16 foul against the Lady Tigers. 8 have been whistled in the half against Chapman. 42-20. Clay Center leads it. It will be possession to the Irish on the baseline. That foul on Allie, just her first. Inbounding is Loy to the right wing. 3 look for Davis. It's strong. Weak side rebound loose. Thomas keeps it alive, has it in the paint. Now in a crowd in trouble, and a jump ball call goes to Clay Center. Good offensive board by the senior battling inside. Rebecca Thomas, though, unable to secure it with 3 Lady Tigers defenders around, and jump ball arrow goes to the Lady Tigers, who lead by 22 with 5:03 left, fourth quarter. Wright Frederick walking it up the court against Lloyd. High post now deep for Hannah Ferguson. Bree Wilson has it left side. Wilson, Campbell, Ferguson, Lane, Wright Frederick on the court. Pass toward Lane. Wilson lobs it down low. Wright Frederick jump pass Ferguson for 2. What a look from the sniper, and Ferguson knocks it in. She now has 13 in the game. Wright Frederick caught that in midair and kicked it across the paint before she landed. Now a 3 from Bledsoe on the left wing. Cuts the 24-point lead down to 21. Bledsoe with 10 in this contest. Her second 3 of the half. Here's Lauren Lane out deep. Lauren holds. Now outside to Erin Hamill. Hamill near the midcourt line with the dribble. Stops. Wants to go high post to Ferguson. Now does. Hannah's used her dribble up. Needs some help. Now gets it off to Wright Frederick. Allie backs it out against Loy. Midway point, fourth quarter. Clay Center leading here 44-23. Left wing, Wright Frederick. Thought about 3, doesn't take it. Now drives the paint. Kick across lane, looking for Ferguson. Buchanan was lining up to box out for the offensive board, and the pass got away from her and out of bounds. 44-23 with 3:52 remaining here in the fourth. It'll be Chapman's possession. Lady Tigers have a lead of 21. Left side wing and deep. Bledsoe, ball fake and drive. Takes it up over Hamill. Strong. Good defense by Aaron to cut off the lane. Then comes down with a rebound. Hamill into the front court. Stops, spins, and gets it off to Wright Frederick. 3:33 left in the ball game. Clay Center up by 21. Loy pressuring still on Wright Frederick, and Allie just plays through it. A lot of players would be looking for a foul call, and Allie just kind of keeps going. The pass to the paint, Ferguson had it for a moment. They got it stripped away. There's Bree Wilson, offensive charge. Kirkpatrick and Bree Wilson off the sideline. They call her the Breeze. Draws the charge down inside, and Clay Center gets it back, leading by 21. Again, Phil Casper at Clifton Clyde High School has Hanover Clifton Clyde coming up following this game. And then we'll be back with a doubleheader of Substate Championship basketball tomorrow night. We'll start it with the Lady Tigers here in Concordia against the winner of Concordia Smoky Valley. They will be playing in the second game here. 3:13 left. Clay Center by 21. So not filling out the bracket just yet, but the Lady Tigers trying to wrap this thing up and put it away now with 3 minutes remaining. Lexi Lively into the game. Freshman out on the court for the Lady Tigers to Addie Mullen. Now Addie dribble drives left side, stops, kicks it, trying to kick it out top, and it's taken away by Kirkpatrick. She'll drive it down, cut off by Wilson. Good defense in transition by Bree Wilson. Near steal from Mullen. Bledsoe for three, no. Rebound, Ferguson had it, couldn't save it back in. They said she landed on the out-of-bounds line. Now Wakefield trailing 52-45. That's the end of the third quarter over at Clifton Clyde High School, 52-35. Wakefield now trailing Pike Valley. Here's the basketball for Chapman, 2:40 left. Kirkpatrick for three, it's strong. Rebound, Mullen, good battle. Loy comes up with it. And now we've got a reach and foul on Lexi Lively on the dribble drive by the Irish. It'll be a 1-and-1 chance for B. Loy. 5'6" junior steps to the stripe here with 2:34 remaining and places her leading by 21, 44-23. Lady Tigers looking for their 19th win against 2 losses on the season. Rebound to Lauren Lane. Off the missed free throw. Lane trying to get rid of it. Has it taken away, and they'll get Lane for the reach in. And Loy is going to head back to the free throw stripe with 2:28 now remaining. This will be another 1-and-1 chance. 44-23. Lady Tigers leading. Lauren Lane picks up her third foul and will come off. Callaway back in. Ferguson, Wilson, Mullen, and Libby on the floor. Free throw up, and this one short. Rebound comes off to Callaway, and a foul now on Loy. That's going to be her fifth. So B. Loy misses on the charity, and now the junior will have to come out with her fifth foul. And you got to love the fight of Chapman Loy with tearing up as she comes off, still wanting to play in this basketball game. They came in there with ideas of knocking off the number 1 seed, and they have really set their jaw and played throughout the ball game. But Loy will come out with her fifth foul. She'll finish with 2 points in the contest. Callaway to shoot 2. First free throw is up and down. Sid now with 7. Allie Wright-Frederick has 11. Hannah Ferguson 13. 8 from Lane. 5 from Mullen. Now 7 from Callaway, and it's one more free throw coming. So great balance for the Lady Tigers. Missed free throw. Rebound to Souther along with 2:24 to work. Claycenter leads it by 22. Souther all the way to the paint. No. Rebound. Batted around inside. Mullen comes out of there with it. Adding into the front court. They'll set offense. Claycenter with 2:13 to work in the game. They lead 45-23. Mullen to Callaway. Between the rings out top. Right side wing it comes to Lively. Freshman puts it down. She'll back it out near the timeline. Now high post left for Callaway. Sid squares it up. Now gives it off to Hamill. Under 2 to work. Claycenter leading by 22. Hamill to Wilson. Tries to turn and spin it with a pass down low, but it's taken away. Bledsoe the run out. She'll stop it. It's blocked by Callaway, but a foul called. And Bledsoe to the line to shoot 2. She has 10 points in the ball game, including 8 in the second half. 1:44 to work. Concordia Smoky Valley will play the second of the 2 games here in Concordia. The winner will get Claycenter tomorrow night at 6. Free throw up and missing by Bledsoe, who has, as mentioned, 10 points in the game. Allison Krieger in, another freshman for the Irish, as Marshall will come out. He was a 6-foot sophomore, again, very young Chapman team. Bledsoe drains the second free throw. She has 11. 45-24, Claycenter with the lead, 1:40 to work in the ball game. Addie Mullen works it across into the front court. Screen coming from Bree Wilson. Now the lob down low looking for Callaway. Sid saves it in. Lively, good head and shoulder fake, then drops it off for Wilson. Bree runs it down in the corner. She's double-teamed to Callaway. Sid back out deep for Mullen. 1:20 now remaining. Claycenter leads 45-24. Here's Callaway with it out deep. Sid, right wing to Hamill, who will back it out with a dribble. 1:13 left. Hamill to Callaway. She will dribble drive right side all the way to the glass. Can't get it down. Rebound battled for. They get Bree Wilson for a reach-in. Battling for the loose ball. Free throws on the other end for Chapman. 1:04 left in this game. Claycenter leads it by 21. 19th win coming for the Lady Tigers. And again, a trip to a sub-state championship game tomorrow night. This will be a double bonus for Chapman, so 2 free throws coming Haley Franson set to check in after this free throw is up and missing by Krieger. So Franson on. Wamego now after three quarters trailing Ottawa 38-36. That's the girls matchup at 4A Division I. Again, Wakefield was down 52-45. That was following the third quarter against Pike Valley. That's the boys matchup in 1A. 45-24 here. Minute 4 remaining. And the free throw from Krieger is going to be short and out of bounds to Clay Center. Again, coming up next, Hanover Wildcats, Clifton Clyde Eagles, boys matchup, semifinals, 1A Division I. Janessa Wickersham now in for Clay Center. Wickersham, Libby, Wilson, Franson, Hamill on the court. Here's Franson out top. Left it goes to Libby. She'll dribble penetrate. Kick out now for Wickersham. 50 seconds left. Clay Center leads at 21. 45-24. Bree Wilson with it. She'll dribble penetrate toward the lane. Knocked out of bounds off Chapman. And will stay with the Lady Tigers on the baseline. 41.8 left in this ball game. Clay Center will get the winner of Concordia Smoky Valley tomorrow night back here in Concordia. 6 p.m. will be tip-off time. And Coach Nick Evans paying tribute to his senior Rebecca Thomas as she comes off the floor. Great competitor for the Chapman Irish. Here's a inbounds pass. Wilson had it taken and ripped it back away. Hands it off to Erin Hamill. She's guarded by Kirkpatrick. Hamill tries to get rid of it. Now is fouled. Kirkpatrick probably got away with one and went back after it. And Erin Hamill will get a chance to shoot two. With 30 seconds remaining, that's the third foul on Kirkpatrick. Lady Tigers right now, second best record in 4A Division II basketball. Girard has the one loss on the season going into the Substate games tonight. So if they would both find their way to the state tournament, Girard would be the 1 seed. Clay Center would be guaranteed the 2 seed. But they've got a third-ranked Concordia Lady Panther team that has something to say about that tomorrow night if they get through Smoky Valley in the second game here this evening. Erin Hamill at the line, missed on the first free throw. The sophomore has one more coming. 30 seconds remaining. This charity up, and it rolls in. 46-24. Lady Tigers moving on to the championship tomorrow night. It'll be the third straight season they have ended Chapman's year in the sub-state play. Shot in the lane by Krieger. Anderson tries to track it down in the corner. 16 seconds left. And Clay Center will have the basketball. Zoe Ald is checked in. Ald to Wickersham. Back to Zoe. Now to Livy, still in the backcourt. Also Jaden Crimmins in the game with Erin Hamill. 9 seconds left. Wickersham to Hamill. Crimmins posting, but the Lady Tigers will just hang on to it and move on to the Sub-State Championship tomorrow evening as the game goes final. The Lady Tigers win it 46-24 over the Chapman Irish and move on to the Sub-State Championship game tomorrow evening against the winner of Concordia Smoky Valley. We'll take a quick time out and come back with your post-game show coming up next.
Is it time for a new car, truck, or SUV? Do you want to get out from a high car payment into something you can actually afford? Whether you want a new vehicle or an upgraded pre-owned vehicle, Glavin Ford of Clay Center has got the best selection around. We'll take your trade and give you more than anybody else will because it's worth more to us. Take a look at our inventory online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or stop by our lot and see for yourself. We are located in downtown Clay Center, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
Lady Tigers get it done here. 46-24 is your final over the Chapman Irish. Chapman will end their season at 5-16 on the year. Just the one senior on this team, Rebecca Thomas, at 6 points in the contest, competes every night out. And nice to see her get a chance to come off to a hug from her head coach, Nick Evans, as the ball game was really in those closing seconds and going final. They were led by their freshman, though, Ashlyn Bledsoe, at 11 points here in this ball game. 3 points from McKenna Kirkpatrick, 2 each for B. Loy and Riley Davis, and as mentioned, Rebecca Thomas with 6. Lady Tigers, great balance tonight. 13 from Hannah Ferguson. She had 7 in the first half, 6 in the second half. Allie Wright Frederick had 11 in the ball game, 7 for Sid Calloway, 5 for Addie Mullen, a free throw each for Aaron Hamill and for Haley Franson. And the Clay Center Lady Tigers win this 46-24 with a victory over the Chapman Irish on your Clay County National Bank postgame show. So Clay Center's on to the Substate Championship game being played tomorrow night back here in Concordia. They get the winner of the Panthers hosting or the Smoky Valley Vikings in that championship game tomorrow night. That will tip off at 6 p.m. back here in Con and back here on KCLY as we see the Lady Tigers try to stretch to another 5-game postseason. 2 wins here, 3 more in the state championships. But it will be a battle tomorrow night as they will take on the winner of, again, Concordia or Smoky Valley here on KCLY. That game will tip at 6 p.m. 46-24 your final. Lady Tigers get it done over the Chapman Irish. They are now 19-2 on the season. We'll send you back to the studios as we wrap up your Clay County National Bank postgame show. And then on the way, Phil Casper from Clifton Clyde has the Hanover Wildcats and Clifton Clyde boys to the final matchup in 1A Division I. Your final here, Lady Tigers move to 19-2. They win it over Chapman, 46-24.